Hi there, I'm Amanda, and welcome back to Fully Blessed. This is the channel where we discuss timeless truths about issues that are important to women of faith. And today I have an encouragement for those of you specifically who are maybe a little bit older and you're waiting and waiting for God to bring, well, your future husband. And it just doesn't seem to be happening. And all your friends are getting married and all your family members are getting married and you feel like you're left alone. So this is an important message and encouragement for you. So join me today as we discuss these timeless and very practical truths. So the first thing that I really want to encourage you to do seems, well, very basic and very simple, but it can be very easy to forget, is to really pray a lot about this. God knows all our needs. He knows all our desires. So don't be afraid to tell him and talk to him about these things. Pour out your heart before him. Give him these desires. And as you're praying, ask him specifically to help you genuinely feel happy and joyful and excited for those in your life who are taking this next big step. And also ask him for peace and joy. He's the only one who can give that to you, and that's what you need right now. So ask him for it. Ask him for that contentment that you desire. As he has you in this waiting period, ask him to help you be joyful and content and at peace with where he has you. And this time in your life is probably something that he used in my life and probably in yours also, that he's going to use to teach you to continue to trust him. It's something that we all work on a lot. I know I have been, especially over these last few years, and he's really been teaching me that he can be trusted. He is the only thing that I can completely trust in when it feels like everything is changing around me or nothing is quite how I had hoped it would be. He is the only one that stays constant and doesn't change and that I can trust in. And I also want to give you an encouragement that he doesn't withhold good things from his children for no reason. So that might be a hard thing to remember, but keep telling yourself that truth, that if God is saying no or not yet, there's a very good reason for it. We may not be able to see it. We may never see it this side of eternity, but he does have a purpose and a reason for all that he does. I hope that that is a comfort for you today. I also want to encourage you at a more practical level to choose to focus only on the good things that you have right now instead of longing for the good things that are yet to come. It's wonderful to desire to be in a dating relationship and to be married someday, and those are wonderful things, but you have good things in your life right now. Really spend time today being grateful for and thanking God for the wonderful blessings that you do get to experience and enjoy right now. And I also want to remind you too that each season in life brings hard things. It's not going to be that ultimate dream that, the handsome prince comes and sweeps you off your feet and life is wonderful, happily ever after, and there's no more problems ever again. It just doesn't work like that. Each season in your life will have blessings, and each season in your life will have hardships. So don't waste away the blessings of your life today because you're desiring for what will come and those hardships that ultimately will come with it too. It's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows. That's not going to change then, even as it is now. So just know that. I also want to encourage you instead to immerse yourself in prayer and scripture. Make sure that you are faithfully being involved in your church and that you are sitting under good teaching. This is going to be the encouragement and the strength and the nourishment that you need to keep moving forward in what God is calling you today. True, today he's not calling you to be a wife and a mother or even someone's girlfriend. Today, he has a different calling for you, a different job for you to do. And you want to do that well. You want to be able to look back at the end of your life and say, in every season of your life, you gave it all for His glory. And so that includes today too. You don't have to wait and feel like you're in a holding pattern until this future thing happens. God's using you today. You're not on the sidelines. He has you doing something today. It might seem like a small thing in your eyes, but it's not in His eyes. So I hope that that encourages you. And along that line, seek out opportunities to serve. In this time that you are single and not dating, you probably have more free time, or at the very least, your time is completely your own. So you have the opportunity and the privilege to serve in perhaps some very unique ways at this time in your life. So look for those ministries that you can help in. What can you be doing at your church? How can you be serving there? Or also perhaps in your community. Where can you be volunteering in your community? Use these extra days that you have by yourself to serve and get to know other people and bless other people in that way. And during this time too, something that God reminded me of, that when I was in a long waiting season, it probably was maybe because He was still working on me. There were things that I knew, but now in hindsight, I can definitely see He was still growing me in before I was ready. And that might be the case for you too. So ask Him, as he still has you in this waiting period, what is He trying to show you? How is He wanting to grow you and sanctify you? And what does He yet have for you to learn before you enter that new role as girlfriend and wife? And also remember too that marriage is good, but it's not the only good thing. So we tend to think of that as our ultimate dream, and like we live for the wedding day, and after that everything happily ever after. Well, yeah, it's wonderful, but it's not the only blessing that God gives you. So just keep that in mind too, that don't feel like your blessings are inferior just because it's not the same as other people. And also use this time really to build your relationship with Jesus. This again sounds so maybe even cliche, but it's really not, because someday your husband is going to die and it will be just you and Jesus again. And so this is the relationship that is the most important in your life. This is the one constant that will be remaining in your life. So I encourage you, while you have this extra time, to really pour yourself into getting to know Him better and His heart for you, how much He loves you and what He has done for you and what He is doing in you and through you. So I hope that is a blessing to you today. And if it's been an encouragement to you, please share it with someone that you know who needs to hear this. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I hope that I will see you again next time on Fully Blessed. And remember that you are fully blessed because of the work that Jesus has done for you. So go and be a blessing today.